All right, so now we're on to our last topic for the day, Trey Murphy III. Now, we talked about him a little bit last week because, we mentioned we were talking about the success of the Pelicans. This has been strictly ball business.
Strictly ball business.
Strictly ball business.
I like that video.
Shit.
Trey Murphy's been great. He's stepped up for Zion, CJ, and Brandon Ingram have played 16 minutes on the floor together this season. Somehow they have a great record, but he's filled in for them. He's been doing great. I love this guy. 13 points, 4 rebounds, just about assist a game. Guy's shooting 48, 41, 95. Insane. This guy, we saw him in the Summer League last year. We liked him. Didn't get much time last year. Guys, come back. What do you think of Trey Murphy?
Yeah, he looks like a guy who could, continue to be developed into a star potentially in this league if he keeps shooting like that. And he's been starting a few games this year. He started 11 games so far, I saw. So, stepping up for those injuries. This Pelicans team is just loaded with talent. And you get a flamethrower off the bench who can get his own bucket. Like, what more can you ask for?
No, yeah. You can't ask for much. And he starts in their place and can hit those offensive rhythms. Like he plays shooting guard, small forward, and power forward. Whomever's out, he just fills in. And he's been great at it.
Yeah, no. I have a hard time finding better value in the league because they picked him with a second round pick too. So very smart job on their part getting him. They saw something a lot of teams didn't. So.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. And no, he was a first round pick. He was a 17th pick. Memphis
okay. So he was. So he
20 last year.
All right. So people knew he'd be pretty good, but I think he got traded draft night. But it must have been part of the Steven Adams trade then.
Yeah, and he's playing decent defense. He's not like a horrible defensive player right now. He has a defensive rating of 108. He's a plus 5 player. So guy's doing it. He's perfect. I think. Oh my God, I'm blanking on the coach. He is loving having this guy. He can fit him in. Swiss Army knife for the team. I still would like to see him off the bench with Herb Jones starting just to have that defense in. We'll say even fully healthy, I still would like to have him come off the bench and see him as a 6-man role and fill in where they can. I don't say you replace him with Herb Jones. I think Herb Jones' defense is very valuable on this team. And I having him start in places here and there, but I'm saying when they're fully healthy, I still would like him off the bench. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's fair. You need the scoring off the bench, and realistically, he can keep developing. He's young, and maybe he's a starter for you in a couple seasons, depending on where the ship goes. But the defense, I agree, you need Herb Jones in there. Herb can still get some buckets too, but makes more sense playing with the guys that are out there as part of his rotation.
Yeah, and this is just an excitable team. Like Trey is he's having fun. Jose Alvarado's having fun. Like everyone's having fun out on this team, and that's why they're winning. Like it translates. They're a fun team to watch. They're 15-8 for not because of luck. Like when the Jazz got to this point, and they obviously recently fell off, but we were like, oh, that they're gonna fall off. I don't see the Pelicans falling off. 50. What do you think? Do you think? Let's do another over-under. Over-under, 5th seed. Where are they finishing? Or equal. You can say if I called it right.
I think they're going to finish as the 6th seed.
You think they're going to finish as the 6th seed? That's good. I could see
or the 5th maybe, but yeah.
I'll say over 5th seed. I think they have very good chance for regular season wise. I think they can make a 4 seed. I think they can win enough games. I think there's going to be some injuries either to the Suns, the Nuggets. Someone's going to go down again, but I don't know if they can sustain it. I think they can beat out Memphis wise.
Maybe. I think Memphis has been playing really well too. You give me those two teams head to head, I'd probably take Memphis, but it'd be a fun series, no doubt.
Definitely would be fun. But let me just list off his last 5: 12 points, 17 points, 26, 20, 21. This guy's pretty. He came out of. Seems I didn't expect this season out of him. I expected him. I was expecting him to be a good player, but nothing like this.
I mean, people knew who he was last year. He had some good spurts, but definitely has ramped it up this season and is a consistent player for these guys. And he's just gonna keep getting more opportunities the more he plays like this. So, yeah, I don't know, man. It's crazy. They just have a lot of talent on this team.
Yeah, it's incredible. The vision is complete. Yeah. It's nice to. I mean, Anthony Davis won a championship, but you look back at it and be like, this is a pretty impressive team for what they built off just one guy, you know?
Yeah. I mean, realistically, it was a win-win trade, I feel like.
Definitely,
They got good prospects back. They got good win-now players, but the trade was a couple years ago, so those guys have had to develop. Who knows if they would have helped the Lakers win a championship. Ultimately, AD did that right away, and he's looking great again this year, and the Lakers can maybe even re-sign him, build around him once LeBron is gone. So who knows? I mean, it was definitely a win-win trade. The Pelicans got a ton back for it. They kind of just held the Lakers over the table because they were like, well, if you're going to take AD, you're going to give us everything.
Yeah, and it worked out for them. And, you know, we clowned them all last year. We're like, you should have signed Lonzo Ball. You let him go. We were wrong, you know? Yeah. Like, we like his talent. We like when he's on the floor, he's a great asset to have. Easier said than done.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, he's been injured a lot, so that's been rough to see. And he really hasn't had a fully healthy season at all in the NBA. So that's a legitimate concern for Lonzo for the rest of his career. Is he ever going to figure it out? For the Pelicans, yeah, we did think they were boneheads for letting him go. Ultimately, they've been able to bring in great replacements like Trey Murphy, who they found, and CJ McCollum, who they traded for. So they've been aggressive, and they've brought in great talent. So yeah, I mean, can't really hate on them. Don't know how it could be better. They certainly have played their chips right at this moment in time.
Yeah, but do you have anything else for this episode, Alec? Or I think that's all of our talking points. I think we.
All right, man. Yeah, we can call it good for today. I think that was a great episode, and we'll look forward to bringing much more fun topics to our audience next time. Huh?
That's right. Next week, you're hearing our all-star predictions, starters, bench, who's who. We're gonna see West, East.
Yes.
We got a lot for you guys, so stay tuned next week.
All right.
We balled the shit out of this business.
Yeah, baller business, baby. SBB. Strictly Ball Business, where we strictly talk basketball. Tune in next time